All right, Jimmy Boy here. And most of you may already know, I am no longer a Michigan supporter of the football team until Harbaugh start winning, or they fire him. Preferably, I rather don't win, but if they fire him, I'll come back to being a full supporter. Right now, I'm just in the middle of Michigan and Michigan State, and I just want Michigan State to do the best that they can. And Michigan just if they can't win and at least get to the playoffs and fire Jim Harbaugh. That's it. But apparently, Jimmy said the Big Ten said they made a mistake on one of the plays that turned the game around. So here we go. I never established if people can hear this off my speaker. They can hear it through the screen. So my speaker gonna go on. Hopefully, ain't double feedback.
Issues with some of the calls in the Michigan State game. I was wondering how often do you get a response from the Big Ten? And did you get any response on the review of the Hutchinson thing, for instance?
Yeah, as we all expected, all saw mistakes were made. That was a response, yeah, the mistake.
On that call?
Yeah, and others.
Okay, so you heard Jim Harbaugh say they made a mistake. Okay. I mean, at the end of the day, man, just suck it up. Take responsibility because a football game, it never comes down to one play. However you slice the cake, it never comes down to one play. I say it again. However you slice the cake, a football game or an event or a basketball game or a hockey event, whatever it may be, it never comes down to one play. I said it again, it doesn't. There are other plays to be made to minimize that play or whatever the play was. Your defense should have did a better job of stopping Kenneth Walker. Come on. I think he's talking about the he said SB says absolutely no denying a missed call certainly played a part of the outcome. The critical mistake by the officials in East Lansing took the points away from Michigan and ended up losing the close. So, I think they're talking about the is it the strip sack? I think they're talking about the strip sack. So, I mean, yeah, hold on, they're showing the play. Hold on, let me see. So the strip sack, yeah, it was a strip sack. So yeah, he ain't on the ground yet. Yeah, that was a fumble. He was laying on top of him. That was a big missed call. That was a fumble. They called him down. Yeah, big fumble. Definitely a fumble. But at the end of the day, you was up by like what, double digits. You was almost up by you was up by almost 3 damn scores. You was up by 3 scores. So I mean, at the end of the day, man, you had several opportunities to coach better. How about talking about you putting JJ McCarthy right back in when he fumbled? How about you doing the switch to quarterback, whatever you call platoon the quarterback, whatever it is? What about that? It's a lot of mistakes that you made. What about previous years when you couldn't win the big one? You still can't. Okay, so it is what it is. A lot of times he can't even win the layups, like last year versus Michigan State. So this is a reflection of the leadership is a reflection of the football team, and they making excuses. When they should just own it, eat it, say, what, we should have done a better job of closing that game out. I shouldn't rotate quarterbacks. I shouldn't make promises that I can't keep. Cool, if he say that, cool. But he can't own up to his mistakes. Until he own up to his mistakes, he ain't gonna win at Michigan. He ain't owning them. And on top of that, they're not spending enough money in recruiting. Somebody that some school that print money. They wanted year in and year out, damn near, they wanted the 3 football programs that gross the most money: Georgia, Texas, and Michigan, in that order in most years. So like I said before, own it. Own that you lost. I don't care if I don't want to hear about them apologizing. They don't go back in retrospect in this situation and give and give us a win. They don't. So ain't no point even asking that question. They lost. Talk about Indiana. They beat Indiana. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about how they control their own destiny with Ohio State. With Iowa slipping up, with Penn State slipping up, Michigan State losing, Michigan State, Michigan, Ohio State control their own destiny. And that's what it is. They control their own destiny. Let's talk about that. That's ancient history. That's history. You couldn't do it done. Now you have an opportunity. If Maryland, was it Maryland or see Michigan State, was it Maryland, Ohio State? I think it's one more team. Maybe it's just two more. So yeah, it's Maryland and Ohio State. One of them got to beat Michigan State. Yeah, Maryland, Ohio State, Penn State. One of them got to beat Michigan State. Well, really, but they don't control their own destiny. Ohio State do. Well, Ohio State has to win out. So if Michigan State lose one more time, Ohio State and Penn State, Ohio State and Michigan run out, or they play each other at the end of the game. That game becomes more crucial for Harbaugh. Just move on to the Ohio State game. Move on to the Ohio State game and get that game done and right this ship and make it to the playoffs. Make it to the Big Ten championship. That's it. It's not over with. Purdue did everybody a favor. Penn State, Ohio State, Maryland can do everybody another favor. And that just makes the game between Michigan and Michigan State, Ohio State, man, that makes that. If Harbaugh loses, it's over with. So stop crying, stop complaining, stop talking about stuff that don't talk about what y'all didn't do down that stretch of the football game, how you didn't do good, how you could put Martin in after you fumble, how you switch quarterbacks like he did. Everybody know that don't really work. Talk about that. How he don't have no responsibility. If Wardell, man, whatever his damn name is, can't see that. All right, Jim Harbaugh gonna be a loser lifer. That's what it sounds like. He's gonna be here for a long time. Take responsibility for you in the second half, not making adjustments. Take responsibility for running two quarterbacks. It's your fault. Him not taking responsibility that they're not gonna beat Ohio State, Penn State, and whoever left on Michigan level. This lets why his program is run in the mud because he doesn't take responsibility as a man and as a coach. And that's what's going on in Michigan. Check out the College Sports Playlist, more videos, college sports videos. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. If you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request, all the social media links, subscription. Twitter's the fastest way than Facebook and Instagram. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App CJ Good313, Venmo CJ Good313, PayPal link description. Best way to donate. Share the video, subscribe to the channel, thumbs up. Let me know what you think.